Ken Obasi Leslie here again. How you doing? Today is the 25th of May. Man, time is really going fast. This is the year 2022. I hope everybody's doing fine. There's a lot of energies that are intersecting, and a lot of things that are happening now. A lot of changes. We're going through a reset. We're going through a reset. We're going through a change. Everything, all those things that have been primarily hidden, coming to light. It's just that all the changes are not pleasant, and all the changes are not, discomfort, So, it just depends on where you're at, where your head is at, where your heart is at, your consciousness or whatnot, in terms of being able to deal with what is happening in the energies that are happening in the world now. I'm going to pull some cards from the Orisha deck, which is my favorite deck, where I usually these cards help me be able to interpret the energies that are happening in the in the world, in the ether, in the environment, in the matrix, and whatever you want to call it, And here we go. The first card that I got is Ogun. And this is a fighter who has a strong body and a little shape, fights with integrity against the beast. He carries his sword in one hand, and in the other hand a spear ready to be used as a means of defense and attack. A simple crown with little finery reveals his hierarchy. On the crown there's a small sword, like a kind of banner, and he wears necklaces or ornaments, chains around his neck, and a typical bracelets on his arm. The major colors of this card are blue and green, the firstly related to Ogun Joroke, which the syncretism is with Saint Anthony, while green corresponds with Ochosi, St. George. And to the Ogun, this is also St. George for many people. Others relate to him as St. John and St. Peter. Both Orishas strongly relate to each other. They're brave and hardened fighters who defend against justice and order. They fight against evil and are invoked by people who want to undo strong spells or wicked deeds, hence the allegory of killing the dragon or the beast. The spear and the sword belongs to Ogun, and since he's the patron of arms, all things related to metals and metallurgy are related to him. Ochosi is known for the hunter, and his tools are the bow and arrow. Some lines of nations who compare Ogun and St. George believe that this governing colors of green and red, while others consider green only. Despite the difference, his definition as a fighting spirit is the same. His energy lives in the forest, in the shrubs, in the mountains, etc. Everything that is green. The owner of all herbs, leaves, is another Orisha called Osain, although he shares his privilege with all saints, since each of them owns one or more specific plants, who in addition to that has his Ashe, his power, and knows all the properties, thus becoming the greatest herbalist. Basically, this card is about triumphs, and it prevails over matter, good over evil, intelligence, exercise, supremacy, over brutality, conquers enemies, who will win in any contest. Love is conjured up to reject and repel hate, a nature that is benevolent, but at the same time strong, compelling, precipitate and impulsive, tenacity and courage. You would bring anything you have started to a conclusion, and nothing, not even the smallest detail, will be omitted. Travel by train, activities and businesses related to metallurgy, romantic, vehement, and the grandiosity, the greatest love. Everything related to botany and groves, vegetarian and naturalistic tendencies or whatnot, so we're talking about green here, we're talking about iron, we're talking about like war, battle, confrontation, on all those things. And that is where we're at in this world, it's that to overcome all the distractions and overcome all the things that are happening, we have to put on that armor. We have to pick up that sword, be able to, to fight and battle our way through, where we want to get to, that's the reality of where we're at, not to step back and let the adversary or the enemy or whatever, come in and take what they want, you said, you have to protect yours or whatever, you have to protect yours. And again, it's just that, I kind of try not to mention specifically all the different events that are happening and different things. I'm pretty sure that what's going on, but basically, I just like to dispel and talk about the energies that are needed and the energies that are, usually when I pull these cards from the tarot, it's just that, I interpret the energies and say, hey, is this something that you can use, or whatever, We're talking the three of water here, three fish making up three sides of a triangle, the summation of the card. And one of the two water results in something that represents the Christian Trinity of Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. A perfect triangle, symbol of faith with underlying powers, brings about a teaching that is an experience of all in the above mentioned processes. Victory, good fortune, possibilities favoring triumph, success, and prosperity. Things end as they started. The effect comes from a positive cause that will bring us pleasure and emotional stability. So, if you think prosperity and and hey, it's just, use your visualization and see yourself at that point, at the point of your desires, the point of what's in your heart and whatnot. It's going to happen. It will happen. It's just that, just think it, leave it alone, and let it happen. Let the spirit manifest it. Let the matrix manifest it. Make the creator manifest it. So basically, like I said, the meaning is good fortune, great possibilities favoring triumph, success, and prosperity. So this is basically what the the image of these fish are projecting. So again, if you start to see fish, just think about, just visualize your prosperity. Also fish also represented Jesus. And another card here is a five of water. A man in the river with his leeches beneath wants to save him from drowning by holding onto a branch. He's holding onto this branch. And, the turbid waters are crowded and dangerous animals whose purpose is to destroy this man through vampirism by feeding themselves with the man's blood. So, on the other side of things, it's just that like we're dealing with deep sorrow here over problems you have planned to solve. Bad luck with friends and lovers and broken marriages and relationships. There's no time for lamentation, protest, or complaints. Loss of values, negativity, energy surrounding you. So this is basically what is happening. It's just that like there's all kind of negativity that is happening in the world now, and all types of scams, and folks are they're very temperamental, and it's just that you have to be, a lot of times you have to be careful how you approach things or whatever. It's just that those things are a reality in terms of what's going on. It's just that it's just and if we don't have the right mental powers or the right mentality in terms of where we're at, in terms of how we're looking at things and all that, it's just we're talking about sorrows over problems. It's just that like we have to get somewhere and clear the head and clear the heart so that we can see the big picture. See the big picture, and not get stuck on little things and little situations or whatnot, or should I say humanistic situations or whatever, And so, basically that's what, this is the ace of earth, a robust animal, a bull. He charges with enormous strength. This image was often used by different cultures in legends, myths, such as a minotaur, or symbolic conceptions in art, such as the bull of Casa Frenesio, National Museum of Naples, and the solar bull of the British Museum. In astrology, the bull corresponds to the sign of Earth. It reveals drive, a charging force, and many times obstinance. It is the one who would take the lead